Hi everybody, it's Robert Salter, the Owl Man, and we're just on our returns and we've just come back to this box here. When I last checked, she was on eggs, so we'll go up and we'll have a look, and hopefully there'll be some young owls in. Right, let's have a look what's in this box. Brilliant. Looks like we've got about 3 in there. Got a nice edge to ring there, that's really fantastic, that, pleased with that. Right, so we've got 4 in this box. It looked like there was 3 in there, but there's actually 4. Right, so we've got 4 young in this tree box here. I thought there was 3 in the box, and then when I moved one, there was a smaller one just behind. So another brood of 4. That's been really common this year, is that, a brood of 4. That's just a great indicator of the year that it is. These are slightly younger than the last lot. These are all like 3 to 5 weeks older, these ones. And what I'll do, but by measuring this 7th primary feather, because you count 10, 9, 8, 7. By measuring this unfurled feather here, which is 15 millimeters, if I look on the graph here, it's like 30 days old is this, so it's just over 4 weeks is this bird here. Yeah, it's been nicely fed. That's 335 grams. Just hear a buzzard in the background there. It's up there. Beautiful. I think this one's just it's roughly about the same age as the first one that I just ring there. These are around about the 4 weeks mark of these. It varies so much over the spring and summer, the barn owl breeding times. You know, you can have, these owls that we're getting off at end of June, early July, and then these that are still in the nest. Where, you get some species of bird and they all roughly breed within the same time period. Where with barn owls, it's really spread out, over the spring and summer months and even into early autumn. There's a site that I'm gonna be going to on the 7th of October to ring some birds there, so it just shows just how varied it is. Well, that's good really, because if there was all breeding within a certain few weeks, I just wouldn't be able to get round them all. It'd just be absolute chaos. So by the barn owl, breeding over that long period, it just enables me just to get round. Looks like a male. It's difficult to know, 100% what the sex is of the bird when they're at this age, because the marking, the distinct markings, aren't really showing just yet. But I would put this down as a male. This very light in its colouring, so that's 355. 2 done. Good thing about putting them in these bags, it just keeps them nice and calm until they're ready for ringing. But they are generally really calm birds anyhow. They're not stressed at all, they're just really laid back, really sleepy. This is the youngest one, is this. Yeah, it's nice. They're generally all just nice and calm. Wouldn't be a very enjoyable experience if it was all really frantic and going mental, but they don't. They're just very relaxed. Yeah, this will only be about 3 weeks. This. In this circumstance, I measure what you call the pin. This is where the feather will eventually come out of here. This pin, which will be a quill, and the unfurled feather comes out of this here, and as it grows, that quill it gets larger, and that forms its primary wing feathers, its main wing flight feathers. Yeah, it's 21 days old is this, so exactly 3 weeks old. So it's got a bit of a way to go yet before it starts to look like its parents. So that's 3 of them done. I think this may be the eldest. You can hear a grasshopper there in the background. It's such a lovely still day today. Perfect for ringing owls. Yeah, it's like a male. The second and fourth owl here are very close in age, very close. It's like 27, 28 days old. So yeah, they're all ranging from 3 to 4 weeks. I'll just give it a quick weigh and then we'll get them back in the box. Leave them in peace. So I take off the weight of the bag, which is 125 grams, so that leaves it 325 grams. Right, so that's it, and they're all done. We'll get them back in the box and we'll get on to the next one. Right, so that's all 4 back in the box. Hopefully we'll get off to a good start. A really nice site here. Really good habitat around here. So I'm sure they'll get off to a good start. Thanks for watching.